right, let's cut to the chase. I deserve this, and I want it bad. Streamer University is only for the elite. And good thing for me, if I join, I'll be with good company. Sure, I haven't streamed for a year and a half, but last time I did, I averaged what? 11,000 viewers, and only 10,993 of them were bots I ordered off of Saratalot. My favorite streamers include Kai Cenat, iShowSpeed, Northern Lion, and... Truth is, you need me on that campus because I am elite. Elite Steve 4000, and I'm coming in hot. Streaming streams for all to gleam. Amen.
Oh my god, that was incredible! Except, Kai! We got the next Yana! We did it! Streamer Award University class of 2026 will be so peak!
Let's be real, folks. Streaming has gotten big. Very big. Only a few years ago, everyone was losing their minds about how little kids didn't want to be astronauts and mathematicians anymore. They wanted to be YouTubers. Well, nowadays, I don't even think that's the case. I think nowadays kids want to be Kids want to be streamers, aka easy street to getting famous so that we can all be as obnoxious as we want to each other in public for little Johnny's entertainment across the globe. And I think the reason why kids wanted to be YouTubers back in the day was because they thought, oh, I could just sit at home and play video games all day. Well, wake up, little kid. YouTube's not like that anymore. Have you ever heard of Mr. Beast? You see, Mr. Beast has elevated the platforms to never seen before, and after that point, I feel like everyone was kind of, no, I don't want to be YouTube anymore. I have to compete with this insane man. And then streaming went mainstream thanks to influential people like Kai Cenat, iShowSpeed, you know, so many of them. You probably think I'm joking, but I'm being for real. Streaming has gone to places never seen before because there's such talented entertainers going out there and doing their thing regardless. And now everyone looks at streaming as a way to just make some easy money now, so now everyone wants to be a streamer. Have you ever heard the Bible verse though? Money is the root of all evil. Relax. I mean, I can't even lie. Back when YouTube just started, it probably was super easy to just get a viral video. All you had to do was throw a half-full water bottle full speed at a newborn, and as long as you captured it on 720 camera, it would get millions of views, and probably an Ellen appearance. I don't know. Well, the YouTube site is no longer 2 years old. It is actually 21, and I know that because I share a birthday with it basically a month away, which is kind of impressive and should leave for a subscribe. Thank you. Everything got so high quality and a lot of people blamed it on Mr. Beast. That's neither here or there. We're not deep diving into the use of YouTube psychology. But in the terms of everyone upgrading their setups to $500,000 stream settings and slowly Twitch started to creep back into the social mind. One notable man went further than anyone could have imagined. Kai Cenat, bringing a world almost like iCarly into the live-action space, all live for everyone to see. Everyone started to lose their mind. Clips started up springing left to right about the newest Kai Cenat adventure. Everyone wanted to see what the heck was the deal with Kai Cenat. Everyone was on TikTok, even more than just YouTube and even Twitch. And if he just did something crazy enough, boom, it popped off, getting him more relevancy than even Ellen DeGeneres did back when YouTube was 2 years old. He was a superstar above the skies that flies high above everyone else, and everyone else had to just sit up there and watch it fly back slowly. Oh, there's Kai Cenat. I know, I just said that. And that started to bring up a lot of other streamers who didn't put as much effort in, but still got massive followings and a lot of money. A bunch of people started to see you could put basically no effort into anything and still generate millions. You could just literally lie to your audience and get 500 million views on a clip. It was like the gold rush. Everyone rushed to freaking, California? to be the next famous streamer and be rich and famous and be invited to John Cena's anniversary. I don't know. They wanted the front row tickets. Because of that, Kai Cenat felt something on his shoulders. He had like the angel and the devil situation going on. On one hand, he was like, oh man, I made all of this. This is so beautiful. I'm doing everything that I have ever wanted to achieve, and everyone's loving it. And on the other shoulder, it was, oh my gosh, a lot of these guys stink, and it's all my fault that I brought them up here. They think that they could be me. They're horrible at it. Only I could be me. Grow up. And so all the weight fell on Kai Cenat. I'm saying this like I am the dude. I have no idea what he was thinking, but I'm trying to make it dramatic. So he went into his dark corner and sat there for a few months, and he thought, what the heck must one do to bring the streaming culture back to life? How do I put these kids on the right track? And lo and behold, the man thought of something genius. Streamer University. A place where all young streamers can go to learn from the biggest streamers on the campus for a whole week and truly indulge into it and show everyone, connect with everyone, and show why this is a place to be. Twitch is a place to stream. You can be great and stream, and all of that can happen. And so the first Streamer University applications came up. And I actually did apply to the first Streamer University just because I knew I wasn't going to get in. I don't even think I tried. Maybe if I had the video, I'll show you. I don't really know if anyone popped out from actually being on Streamer University. I mean, maybe DDG. I think of Yana. I don't even know if that's how you say her name. Yona? But that was the thing about Streamer University. DDG was already doing well at the time, but DDG's like only the real person I could think of. But that brings us to our main issue with Streamer University. A lot of the people who want to go are not actually really have the drive to stream. They could care less. They want those 15 seconds of fame, one could say. And listen, no hate to those. You gotta look yourself in the mirror and you gotta be real with yourself if you are them. And I'm not saying everyone that was at the first Streamer University didn't want to actually be streamers. I'm just saying there's probably a good amount of them that might have not have wanted to. You had the full stage and what did you do with it? You squandered it. God. Horrible. Oh my god, you squandered it. I'm just joking. It's really not that big of a deal. It's just Streamer University. You can do this whenever you want to. That's the whole point of streaming. This Streamer University, Kai Cenat decided to do in-person auditions. He only decided to go to a few places. LA, New York, Atlanta. People were swarming up by the millions to get in and prove themselves to Kai Cenat.
There's so much going on. I can't. Somebody gotta send some help immediately.
They stopped letting people in, bro. I've been here since 3 a.m.
Bruh, like, what the heck is going on? This is otherworldly. Some might say dystopian. I wouldn't say that. That's a little too far, I think. Everyone is here, bruh. This is Smash Bros. All over again. And that's where my unique expertise comes in. A few years ago, I went to a certain live audition. You guys ever heard of Drewski? You know, that one comedian that, you know, just doing a little something over here. No one really knows. He's underrated, you know. He decided to come to my hometown, Baltimore. And not only did he want to come to Baltimore, he wanted to come to film a video. And I was like, oh shoot, Drewski's coming to Baltimore? Who the heck comes to Baltimore, for one? And for two, I really just want to see how it looks. I want to see how the whole thing is ran, what kind of people are there. You know, I really want to do this because I really want to be a YouTuber, right? You can go subscribe to my main channel, by the way. I mainly do gaming videos on there. But anyway, that's nonetheless. The day finally comes and I get in line to go to Drewski. That was the most unorganized event I've possibly have ever seen. It was cold. It was very cold. We sat in there from 1 to like 12 a.m. At least I did. I really just wanted to get onto the video, do something so stupid, get carried out by the freaking bodyguards, and then I could make my own video talking about my experience with it. I'm not going to talk about the whole experience because that will take me like 30 minutes. If you want to see that, let me know. But one thing that I did notice about the Drewski auditions could have been records. Everyone wasn't actually trying to knew what the heck was going on. Everyone either wanted to rap Or they just didn't even have anything planned. They didn't even want to do anything, bruh. So when I saw a bunch of people at Streamer University 2 auditions, it gave me a whole bunch of nasty, gnarly war veteran flashbacks to Drewski auditions. Cause I know for a fact, those are not all streamers, bruh. Ain't no way all those people are actually trying to stream.
90% of these people literally do not make content. Please, this corner, please. They don't make content. They don't stream. Nothing.
Some people are squandering this opportunity for others. And they're making this opportunity not possible for people who are actually putting in the work and getting it done. Because if you really do want to be a streamer, all you have to do is sit down and stream. At this point, I'm pretty sure the Streaming University IRL auditions have closed. But I've always just found it so nasty when a whole bunch of people just want to focus their life on just chasing clout and being in front of the stage, bruh. There's more important things in life. But that's also rich coming from me because I sat there for Drewski. At the end of the day, my true and one and only hope that comes from Streaming University is that those who have really tried, really put in the effort are the ones that get chosen. I hope I'm not coming out as an old grandpa or whatever saying, oh my gosh, this is bad, but I'm just giving my own truths. And with all that being said, Drewski, you, sir, need to apologize to me directly in private messages for what kind of atrocity you sent me for Could Have Been Records auditions, because that was garbage. No. Oh!